Hello everyone, my name is Arya and I am going to be presenting my presentation material about non-probability sampling. But first, I am going to explain about its definition, the definition of non-probability sampling. Non-probability sampling is defined as a sampling technique in which the researcher selects samples based on the subjective judgment of the researcher rather than random selection. It is a less stringent method. Stringent means tight, or in Indonesia means ketat. This sampling method depends heavily on the expertise of the researchers. It is carried out by observation, and researchers use it widely for qualitative research. Next, the next slide explains about the types of non-probability sampling. Here is some of non-probability sampling types. So the first type is convenience sampling. Convenience sampling is a non-probability sampling method where samples are selected from the population only because they are conveniently available to the researcher. The second, consecutive sampling. Consecutive sampling is almost similar to convenience sampling with a slight variation. Uh, Next, quota sampling. Quota sampling helps in dividing the population into strata or groups. The next, judgmental or purposive sampling. Purposive sampling, uh, in this method, researchers select the sample based purely on the researcher knowledge or credibility. And the last, snowball sampling. Snowball sampling helps researchers find a sample when they are difficult to locate. Now, when to use non-probability sampling? Uh, Here is when. The first, use this type of sampling to indicate if a particular trait or characteristic exists in a population. Second, researchers widely use the non-probability sampling method when they aim at conducting qualitative research, pilot studies, or exploratory research. The third, researchers use it when they have limited time to conduct research or have budget constraints. Next, when the researcher needs to observe whether a particular issue needs in-depth analysis, he applies this method. Use it when you do not intend to generate results that will generalize the entire population. Next is about the example of non-probability sampling. Here are three examples of non-probability sampling to understand the subject better. First example, an example of convenience sampling would be using studying volunteers known to the researcher. Researchers can send the survey to students belonging to a particular school, college, or university and act as a sample. The next, in an organization for studying the career goals of 500 employees, technically the sample selected should have proportionate number of males and females, which means there should be 250 males and 250 females. Since this is unlikely, the researcher selects two groups or strata using quota sampling. And the last, researchers also use this type of sampling to conduct research involving a particular illness in patients or a rare disease. Researchers can seek help from subjects to refer to other subjects suffering from the same ailment to form a subjective sample to carry out the study. Alright, that's the end of my presentation. Thank you for your good listening and your attention, and yeah, have a good day.